What's going on? Back plugged in again with your boy the Prophet. So today, man, we got one of my favorite discussions. We're gonna be got some more Bleach conversation discussion video guys for you. And like I said, man, Bleach lives on my channel. So if you're interested in seeing some Bleach content, make sure you smack that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about the first Kenpachi. Retsu Unohana, or Yachiru Kenpachi. Yeah, Retsu Unohana, Yachiru Unohana. Yeah, she has a lot of names. Okay, Unohana type show. Yeah, so one of the most tragic stories in the Thousand Blood War. I'm gonna just be talking a lot about her and her fight against Kenpachi because that was the last time we saw her. And the things leading up to what happened and why did it have to go that particular way. I don't like I mean I feel like everybody should know this, but yeah, Retsu was the first Kenpachi, so that was her title, the first Kenpachi. She took the name Yachiru when she when she took up the killing arts. So that was she basically changed her name. Her born name is Retsu Unohana though. But yeah, man. So the thing is, she was actually, ever since she became the captain of Squad 4, she was on a battle hiatus. So her whole entire mission back in the day when she was trying, when she fought young Kenpachi, was she was looking for somebody to replace her as Kenpachi. But she was basically washing everyone. Like, she just completely destroying everyone that came around her. Any opponent, like I said, she was a part of the Thirsty 13, the Bloodthirsty 13, the original Gote 13. So, and the fact that the Thousand Blood War, you go from one of the strongest captains in the Gote history to like the weakest captain ever. Like, Isane is like probably the weakest captain in Bleach history. So, but yeah, that's who Squad 4 is stuck with now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So we're gonna be talking a lot about, like I said, her battle versus Kenpachi, and yeah. So the whole reason that she had to fight Kenpachi was because Kenpachi subconsciously he limits himself in battle. So we're gonna go over some panels and frames. But yeah, like he was just talking a whole lot, and she's like, "Yo, like you're just talking a lot. Like you're as you are now. You're like a newborn sucking on his mother's breast. Like." You know what I'm saying, cause she sunned him. She was sunning him again right there, like sunning him. You feel me? So, but yeah, so basically they went to this underground prison, and she basically tells him that every time he talks, the scar he gave her, it screams, like it aches, like so, and yeah, so she scarred him too. So that's basically what happened when they fought back in the GG. Like I said, so this is Shunsui talking about Unohana being a part of the Thirsty 13, and eventually Yamamoto sought her out because she was so powerful to become the commander of the 11th division, of what became the 11th division, basically the Kenpachi division. The captain of that squad has to be Kenpachi. So here you go. But yeah, so he basically was just saying like she knows every battle art known to man. She mastered the killing art, and that's basically what he's saying. Uh, I mean, she is just a god tier fighter. And like I said, she has literally been a captain since the original days of the Gote 13. Like, she's an original member. So yeah, the one that invented the art of killing. And Shunsui, it to me, it's like his first act of being a head captain is like, all right, I'm going to sacrifice our longest tenured member and our best battle medic. Like that really doesn't scream leadership to me to sacrifice your like Retsu is the person that Yamamoto told her to sit back. What happened? The reason that Retsu didn't get a fight in the first invasion of the Thousand Year Blood War was because Yamamoto his last order when he was alive was that Squad 4 remain in their barracks. Don't actively be out trying to help people as it's going on because you could die. We don't want to lose, medics on top of losing, our fighters, and we don't know the strength of our adversary. So since we knew fully that either Retsu or Kenpachi was gonna die, so then yeah, they get the clashing. So Retsu literally, I mean, she literally, bro, she was so head and shoulders stronger than him. She was deflecting his sword with her bare hands. Like she just fling, like she deflecting her sword with her bare hands, with her feet. She like jumped on top of his hand when he swung his sword and got the high ground, and she was about to land a pretty decisive blow, but then Kenpachi actually he actually like did kind of a maneuver like a Yoruichi esque, like put his hand on the ground and like kicked her in the stomach and sent her flying. But then Kenny she's whooping his ass and he's like, damn, like I respected you. She's like, listen, you don't say one doesn't use the term respect in a battle to the death. And so right here, this was when she was about to kill him for the first time, and he's like, "Damn, like my life is about to be dog shit, like meaningless. Like I never knew the thrill of killing you in battle." And then she, what I'm saying, just shanks him right through, and yeah. So then a few frames go by, and he loses consciousness. Then he comes back to life. She's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "Shit. Uh, fuck it. It's time to act out basic instinct." Like he's like, it's not time to use my brain. Like I'm in a battle to the death right now. Like I don't think my way out of shit. And so then Retsu's like, every time you die and you return from the precipice of death, you get closer and closer to unlocking your full potential, to unbreaking these shackles that you had mentally. Because what happened was young Kenpachi was him and Retsu, they were fighting on even terms, but Kenpachi started getting the better of her. Like I said, he stabbed her right off the top, gorged her right through the chest. She was like the best combat person, and then he was killed. She was losing, so she didn't have time to use anything. Everything she was doing, she was fighting for her life basically. Going toe to toe, but then she started enjoying it, and so did Kenpachi. Well, then Kenpachi, he started actually getting the better of her, and then midway through the battle, he saw her and was like, "Oh shit, she's about to die! Like this is the only person I've ever fought," and and I felt this elation, like I felt fear, like she was so close to killing him, but yet he still managed to win. And then she's like, "I don't care if I got to kill you 100, 1,000 times. I'm gonna keep killing you and bringing you back until you unlock your full potential." This just shows you how massive Zaraki Zanpakuto was when he was a teenager right there. He was about the age of 18, like in the Soul Society, 16 or something like that. Something like that, roughly. So right from this spot, he literally leaps from the bro. There's probably like 200 bodies right here, just chilling. Like he's on top of 200 bodies, and he slaughtered all these grown men. Then he just leaps for Retsu with this bloodlust. Shink, stabs her right through the chest. Like that's the scar right there. So she was like, "I never thought me of all people would enjoy crossing blades. Like I'm feeling such elation." And then basically, yeah, Kenny is realizing like, damn, every time I almost die and come back to life, like I feel such elation, like I'm reborn, like shit feels good. And then she says, "You've been holding back and suppressing your own battle prowess." And it panned to Nozarashi, right? So like, okay. She's like, "Why did you lose by a hair's breadth to Ichigo Kurosaki? Why did you win by a hair's breadth to Noitora Gilga? The true reason is you handcuff yourself to enjoy the fights more." And then this is right there. This is the moment where she said, like, she admitted that Kenpachi was stronger than her back then. And she's like, even I was no match for you back then. But Retsu's Kenpachi's looking at Retsu at this moment like shit, like she's almost done. This was before she mastered Kaido, so she couldn't heal herself at this time. Um, and then that at that time, that's when Kenpachi started putting those mental blocks on herself. Retsu ended up in she at the end after he puts those blocks on himself, he wins. Retsu wins the fight, but she leaves him alive. But she understands that he was stronger than her. So she's like hundreds of thousand times. I'm gonna keep killing and reviving you until you know your true self. And then yeah, so that's basically it. She's saying so you can surpass me and attain further heights. So Retsu clearly knows that Kenpachi, his this is just his latent power. He's not even accessing his Shikai or Bankai. So then Kenny Lanza decides to blow on it for the first time, and she's like, okay, yeah, I got you. That's why I learned the healing arts, Bankai. And she's like, lets the Bankai loose, and this is when you see it. Her Bankai, Minazuki, it is the corrosive stomach acid from the manta ray that you see in her Shikai. It's this like gooey, like blood, like corrosive acid that's strong enough to rip through Kenny's pure reishi and tear just melt his bones to melt his flesh to bone. Like he's literally like he's fighting. He's like melting, melting. Like my skin is melting. Like bro. Like he was messed up, bro. And also Retsu's corrosive acid, it actually damages her too. So she's able to combat this by constantly healing herself over and over and over, kind of like Tsunade. So basically, like Retsu wouldn't have even been able to use or master her Bankai had she would have had to use it a lot differently. She would have to activate it and maybe fling blood on you like that, but she wouldn't be able to fight close range, getting this blood acid on her. And if you see her face is turned into like she's turned into a skeleton too. Kenpachi's a skeleton, she's a skeleton, like I'm a dude, he's a dude, we're all dudes. Like so yeah, so she's healing herself super fast regeneration. And yeah, so she's basically saying like, listen, dude, like if like you don't understand that you're doing this to yourself to the point where you would die in battle before you subconsciously unshackled yourself because he didn't realize how bad it was. He literally has been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years since he fought Retsu. Since the time that little girl Yachiru was alive, his self was suppressed. Little girl Yachiru represents the suppression that he actually manifests. And then right here, she's looking at him like this is one of the like, bro. This panel is like it kills me, bro. And she's looking like yeah, it's about that time. Like she murders him a few more times in her Bankai. He lands a decisive blow. And then there's a few panels. She drops Minazuki, and then she's like, "Now you can get closure." And he's like, "Wait, you're not gonna die on me, are you?" Like, wait, like I'm begging you, like don't die, like don't die, like don't die or whatever. And she's like, "I know." She's like, "Now that you've killed me, you should be able to unlock your power." Most of your battles, almost all of them, are gonna just be pointless. You're just gonna slaughter your enemies. She was like, but there are stronger enemies, enemies that you can't beat how you are now, and friends that you wanna playfully bicker with. Like, you need to go ahead and live your life. But most importantly, you can finally build a relationship with your partner. And she's like, I have nothing left to give. Like the title of Kenpachi is yours. Um, she said it never officially changed hands because there can only be one Kenpachi like per generation or per millennia or something like that. So she's like, there cannot be more than one Kenpachi alive. Like one has to kill the other. So she let him live and he let her live back in the day. So she's like, we're both Kenpachis. Like one of us gotta die, fam. no questions about it. So she's like, this is the blissful death that she's been waiting for. That's been waiting to be set in motion for all those years. And shout out to the homie Soul Madness. This is my third time recording this video. I made sure to plug Soul Madness at the very beginning both times, but kind of forgot this time. But shout out to the boy Soul Madness. I will link the original video in the description. He's the one that colored. Him and his team are the ones who colored this. And then after he's holding Retsu in his hands, and literally right there, he's like, "Who the fuck is that? Who's who's calling my name? Who's talking to me?" Like, and it's his Zanbakuto. It's Nozarashi. So you can see right here that this is when he this is when he gained the title of captain after he beat Retsu. He named little girl Yachiru. He named her Yachiru because he said that's the only woman he ever looked up to. So he named her Yachiru. Yachiru was the reason that he put these mental barriers in his mind. Unohana beat him that day, but he was stronger than her, blocked himself from killing her so he could fight her another time. She realized it, beats him, but leaves him alive. And at the time, he just felt like, damn, like she was so powerful. Like I never felt that feeling again. But he was stronger than her, and he started blocking himself to enjoy the fight, so he didn't kill her right then and there. If he would have killed her off, then like who knows what he would have done? He would have just probably been a bloodthirsty killer. But she kind of set his path because he looked up to her, so he wanted to do what she did, becoming a captain, becoming Kenpachi. That's when she bestowed the title of Kenpachi on him. But you can see right here at an early time, little girl Yachiru, who he named Yachiru, that was the manifestation of him limiting his power. And she's like, "It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Zaraki Kenpachi." I am. And then the chapter ends. So literally, Kenny going toe to toe with Retsu, that literally set the chains in motion to him unlocking his Zanpakuto. Right after the fight with Retsu, he ended up fighting Grimmy, and then in the fight with Grimmy, he unlocked his Shikai. So it's like at the end of the day, Kenpachi was a major force in the Thousand Year Blood War. His first appearance in the Thousand Year Blood War was literally him babying 3 Sternritter. Like literally killed 3 Sternritters right off. So that was the first time that you see him in the Thousand Year Blood War, and Unohana was way stronger than this Kenpachi right here. Way stronger than him. After the battle, he unlocks his Shikai, and then after his Shikai is enough to kill Grimmy. Then his fight with Gerard, he ends up going Bankai for the first time, and he's very immature with his Bankai, so he hurts himself a lot, but his Bankai is so powerful. Like I said, he basically brings Gerard to his knees. I mean, not even bring him to his knees. Like actually kills Gerard. I mean, of course Gerard resurrects because he's a miracle. That's what he does. But Kenpachi is strong enough to slice clean through the tallest person in the entire Bleach verse and the most powerful Sternritter. So that alone, and I don't think Unohana is this level of strong. You know what I mean? Unohana isn't nowhere near Kenpachi's Bankai, but she's relative to a pre-Shikai Kenpachi that off-screened 3 Sternritter. They weren't the most powerful Sternritter, but he still did that. So I just think that Unohana should have got. I just feel like she should have got one major battle, like just battle in 1,000 Blow where she could have just went ham. Like maybe Yamamoto didn't, maybe and obviously I know like that's it's major because that was his last command, so they're gonna keep it that way. But like I don't know, like maybe she somehow fights a Stern Ritter somewhere. You know, like I would have liked it if Unohana got the beat on the Stern Ritter. You know, then like they had to retreat. You know, the war was over. You know, they lost, but you know she still won her battle. And then Shinsu was like, okay, like you know, now Unohana, like now I need you to unlock Kenny. Because Central 46 was scared of Kenpachi Zaraki. They didn't want him to train anymore. They didn't want him to get any stronger because they feared him. So it was a really big thing for Shinsui to say, like, we're putting everything on the line to make Kenpachi powerful. Like, he's one of the most powerful tools we have. We got to unlock him. So at the end of the day, it did pay off as far as in the Thousand Year Blood War, but you just kind of feel like the first Kenpachi, master of every killing art known to man, master of Kaido, master of Shunpo, she can do up to 80s level incantation. So it's like, um, at least 80s level, probably 90s, like with an incantation. Like I don't know, but like I said, longest tenure captain, man, and part of Thirsty 13, Yachida Unohana. People just sleep on her. I feel like she might be able to beat someone like I feel like she's not stronger than Soul Palace Byakuya or Adult Toshiro because they are on the level to be able to deal with Gerard, to land a killing blow on Gerard. Her power don't lend her to fight someone so large. It depends. Her powers lend her to straight up sword battles. Like, you know what I mean? Um, so I think she'll beat like a Mayuri for sure. She'll kill the shit out of Mayuri. I think she would actually be capable of killing Toshiro before he actually reached his adult form. I actually think that she would be one of the exceptions, one of the captains that would be able to just kill Toshiro before that 12 minutes before he could reach his adult form. But make sure you guys weigh in, man. Like I said, Bleach lives here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You dig? Many more Bleach videos and discussions coming up. This Yachiru video was a requested video. So what kind of video do you want to see next? Who do you want to see me tackle? Do you guys want to see more rankings videos, or do you want to see me cover characters in depth like we did here today? Never like, share, subscribe, Prof Nation. Until next time, I do love y'all, but I'm out.